will not be subdued, can never submit. Position is grip, the mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah, pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, work till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please, don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let them go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free, set it free, set it free. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound.
Win the title. I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember. City centers sell a cold in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton up. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting batted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with you. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be done. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my ones. I've been running up hills, I've been banging out weights. I've been beating up the heavy bag, I'm training every day. Had to fight for these mills, had to lose a couple mates. Sacrifice after sacrifice, that's the only way. Undisputed, they thought I could do this. I said I'd be a legend, they all thought I was.
I'm Todd Grisham, and not a seat to be had here tonight at the Grand Theater. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. This is Canelo Alvarez. You can see who has the power advantage. It's Saul Canelo Alvarez from Mexico. Their last fight was a tough TKO loss. They're coming up against the Unbreakable from the United States of America. And they hold the SCI Continental.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner from Mexico, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. What an event it will be here tonight.
Todd, you know when you've got two fights.
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Caught him. That right hand got him. Ooh, a good straight. You know they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. No rest for the weary. Straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. There's no doubt about it. This fighter loves to throw jabs, and a lot of them. Their opponent better have an answer. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. It's bombs away. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
What do we expect to see here in round two? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
No doubt the career is winding down. How many fights do they have left? You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. These punches coming from every angle. They drop their guard, they get caught. Here's the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. The win-loss record right now for this fighter is about average, but if you want to make it in this industry, you've got to start winning more consistently. Do you believe what we're seeing? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? They're both trying for a knockout. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. Back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Do you believe what we are seeing? You'd like to see more jabs. Straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punch. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. How about that time counter shot? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold.
Yes, there's a cut, and the referee will stop the action. So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Can't land the jab there. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Jab slightly off target. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched it? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Look at all that blood, but he's still wanting to come out for more.
Cornerman, get your job done, do it right.
There's the bell for round 6. They're off their stools, and what a fight this has been. Will it continue?
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into the shot, and that's the last thing you want.
The referee's paused the action, and we'll take a look at that cut.
You're taking too much, the fight is over.
They've been beaten so badly this fight, you almost hope that it stopped, and it is. It is over. TKO victory.
Need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. Don't want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pour my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of.
Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm.
Yeah, come on.
No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there.
Yeah.
I left the story of my life on your answering machine. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone?
We were like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, does it really make a sound? That's romantic and profound. But now we're like lumberjacks holding the axes that bring it down. So I'm now on your message, talking about remember. Silence in return, that sounds like timber. There's some that can't see the forest because they liars, but I can't see the forest because of the fire. And in our prehistorics, the flowers was rooting for us. Brontosaurus ate the flowers, T-Rex ate the...
And here,
This back.
what a pleasure to... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Clean left jab. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. There's There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. These two were made for each other. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Beautiful counterpunch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They exchange punches. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter does everything behind the jab. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Can't score with that hook again. No doubt the career is winding down. How many fights do they have left? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. He misses with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shit.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because
The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. They've got an okay win record, but if they want to be able to make it in this industry, you've got to start winning more. Holding nothing back here in the round. This fight has a real good flow to it. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Hook misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of defense here at all. Nope, that hook won't score. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Nice counter. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That jab won't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The straight right just misses. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Beautiful counter shot.
You might just be the greatest boxing champion of all time. You see, man like me, I'm an undisputed champion of life. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. punch caught him clean. That uppercut misses. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
There's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Perfect counter shot. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Just misses with the right uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Insane action. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Good counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Why weren't they covering up? How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. And now they're right back into the fray.
Bean Days now needs
a big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. Let's see that again.
Even I've got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are right.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight?
Are you okay?
Wow, so the referee is not going to stop it, and the fight continues. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. serious jeopardy here going to the canvas. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think.
And there's the bell for round 8. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice defense on that hook. He misses with that jab. His stamina is off the charts. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill.
That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it?
You're taking too much to fight is over.
And they're calling it there.
Too early. Too early. Should have let him get stuck in with it.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What?
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on the set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes. That's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs. I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve. That's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed. Fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher, true man I leading, call me a leader.
His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is ringside for this massive event here tonight at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Sugar Ray Rob. King Rye, Ryan Garcia. One of the brightest stars in all of boxing. This Southern California native is must-see.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is the night. Everybody's looking.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That punch scores. Beautiful counter punch. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punch. Just missed with that jab. Can't find a home for that jab. They exchange punches. Jab slightly off target. Just missed with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two.
Here we go for round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Good counter punching. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of defense here at all. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. He misses with that straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second,
On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. There's a counter shot. It's all offense all the time. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nope, that jab not going to score. The straight right just misses. A perfect counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. On to the fourth we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Misses with the straight left. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance.
There's the bell to start round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
How about that time counter shot? This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. Punch, counter punch. That counter shot lands. punch out, but thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
There's the bell to start round 6. But Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
That jab misses. Nice counter. Well done with that counter shot. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. The straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what,
Let's go out there and let's reset.
Here we go. It's round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
that was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Perfect punch. And he scores with the counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter punch caught him clean. The straight right just misses. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. And the kid goes down. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
A shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though.
There's the bell to start round 8. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Catch and shoot. This fight has a real puller right there. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash. As we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.